Hello everyone, I'm the Enjoyer, a chill guy who tests out indie games, and today we are trying out Ghostwriter's Pact demo. So pretty much, from what I've seen, it's a roguelike deck builder, where we do write stories, and it's based on AI, or rather, it's built with AI, so AI is gonna, I don't know, show us if we made a good story or not? Dear uncle, I'm packing my things and coming home. The writing life is at dead end. But as I was clearing the desk, I found that brass-bound device you hid in the cellar. Every time I touch it, I think I can hear. Leaving so soon, and just when your desperation was starting to taste so sweet. I'm a ghostwriter of sorts. Sign this contract and I will turn your pathetic stories into masterpieces. But my help has a price. I will take any ichor we find so I can return to the living. Okay. So we have 0 money, 0 ichor for now. So requires payment of 100 after publishing your book. Okay. We need to publish 6 books. We have a tarot card. New publishing contract. Choose writing style. So we have only one. Wait. Sorry about that. Let us weave a tale, writer. Use these words and I'll transform them into epic stories. Okay, so we have... Okay. Royal affairs. So we need to choose, right? Okay, so the charming... How do I use them? Oh, right, it just shows which ones I get, okay. Our first goal is to create a coherent story the critics will like. You can create up to 4 chapters. Chapter orders can be changed later. Okay. Click or drag up words to compose a chapter. Okay, so let's say a charming... I want to say charming. Charming... So if I... Okay, that works. Charming knight. How many words do we have to use then, actually? Because they go... I can see few of them being twice. Like knight is twice. I don't know what the dark means yet. Or like magical or light. Okay, charming knight. Betrayed. Charmed queen. Can I say that? How do I click to create a chapter? That's not gonna make sense though, is it? Will always be in your lexicon. Okay. Wait, are we supposed to use all of them? Okay, so let's say betrayed, king. Oh. Okay. Why did it choose the queen straight away though? I didn't use the queen. Huh. Charming queen. Okay. So I need to find these? Oh, so wait, so we don't have to actually make actual sentences. We just have to make something like similar. So the king betrayed the queen. That would be one of the chapters. One sip changes into a random sentence when drawn. Can be played with other cards. I don't think we want to use that. We just want to go further, right? King bled. Yeah. Can we do charming king fled? We can, okay. I'm assuming these are AI generated, but I think for the sake of this game, it's fine. Like, it kind of makes sense. Because you would have infinite possibilities, right? So it would be impossible to do it by hand, low-key. A few times per story, you can discard as many words as you want by selecting them and pressing this button. Okay. So we have 2 chapters. King betrayed the queen. The charming king fled quickly. Queen drank cop. A subject before the verb. Okay, we don't have one though, right? We need to discard, I think. Discard. Desired. Not what we want exactly. Queen. So we cannot do. The Ghostwriter demands a subject. Okay. I don't think that will work. We need to do something else. Seduced queen, drank cup. The queen seduced the knight and drank from the cup. Actually, quite opposite. The king seduced and drank from the cup. Not what I wanted to say exactly. I can technically do this, right? But do I want to just use this? Okay, let's use it. Let's test it. So for now, we can keep that. Okay. Queen fought the king. Subject. Is it... Wait, because the wrong... Because I want to say king fought queen, but it reads as fought king queen, which is not what I want. I don't know, it's a bit weird. It works a bit weird. So what can we say? So the story goes like... The king betrayed the queen due to, I guess, sipping on poison or whatever thing. And then he fled, right? Can we do queen charm the king? Although it wouldn't make sense for the story, I guess, but... Do we have 3 discards per, like, book? If so, I'm gonna... have more things. So we don't need the cope anymore. Oh, poison. There it is. Oh well. King seduced queen for the throne. Oh my days, the queen seduced the king on the throne. What the hell? Okay. We cannot say now that he got poisoned, okay. Actually, okay, I've got an idea. Let's do this. Throne cannot be the subject in demo. Okay. Wait. So... Queen seduced king. Let's do on the throne, just so there's more words, I guess, but... Okay. We're gonna reorder the chapters. Choose the chapters you want to use in the story. You can move chapters around. Can I select all? Okay, I want to use all of them. Oh wait, I didn't reorder them actually, I think. Yeah, okay, that did not work because I didn't reorder them. Okay. The betrayal. In the shadows, the king cloaked his motives. His heart grew as murky as the storm-laden skies. flew through the corridors, his presence vanished like a ripple in a forgotten pond. The eerie silence pursued him. Of the elixir on his lips foretold doom, each droplet sinking deeper into his soul, life's tapestry now woven with another thread of despair. And fourth. Yet it was with a simple look that Queen ensnared him, the stage of a new intrigue. Yeah, that does not make sense to me at all. Yeah, critics didn't like the story. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So, did they like the story or not? What? Your debt is now owed. I demand my 5 of Ichor. My price will grow with your fame. Okay. If those rich critics like your story, I shall grant you a new word for your lexicon to use in future stories. This is where you pick which story we'll publish next. I will have specific demands for each. Okay, so Enchanted Forest, which requires these. Okay. Get rewarded with a word of this type, adjective. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. Uplifting and positive vibes, okay. Likes your story, then increase this by 75, okay. So he wants positive. That's not gonna be possible with these, I don't think. Well, healed is the only one, really, but we've got weakened, infected, died, ill. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult to make it positive. Okay. It started on a day so ordinary that no one noticed the signs. Okay, we can use this one. That's fine. Okay. Uplifting and positive vibes, yeah. Okay, the night, like, went ill. Night, weakened, infected. Interesting how if we put night, the sentence can be created, but if not, we cannot, even though it says like the patient and the ill night weekend, which is like specific, separate subjects. Okay, let's keep it like that then. Okay, so they both felt ill and weakened. Physician, there we go. Curious physician. I don't like that it puts... well. Studied and discovered medicine. Subject before a verb. Oh, I can't read... Wait. Does that change anything? Oh, wait, I can. Okay, so physician discovered... Wait, I studied and discovered medicine. Curious physician. Okay, I understand it now. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, that makes sense then. Curious physician studied and discovered the medicine. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, now that makes more sense. And the physician healed the infected. Actually, both. Can I not do... Well, I cannot put and. So we can do the patient, I guess. Patient would be better, right? I need, well, I don't have to reorder the chapters here, actually, but... Okay, so it started on a day so ordinary that no one noticed the signs. The patient and the ill night weakened. The curious physician studied. The physician healed. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So that should be way better than the previous one. Emerald knowledge. Day so ordinary that the town seemed to hold its breath, ignoring the whispers of restless birds and the strange shimmering clouds that dance across the sky. Portents only noticed by those attuned to the subtle changes of a world waiting to unravel. The patient lay quiet, her breath shallow, as the ill knight by her side slowly lost the battle against the ominous force gnawing at his spirit. The shared struggle silent testament to the... I can't read that fast. To the creeping decay that threatened their world. Physician, trapped in shadow, bent over ancient tomes beneath flickering candlelight. A dance of ink and page until a moment of clarity burst forth. His eyes wide with the discovery of a remedy that could be salvation or doom. With hands aglow in emerald light, the physician became the beacon the town did not know it needed, and with a whispered incantation released the patient from the grip of her dreaded ailment. As tendrils of green dissipated like a vanquished mist into the waiting night. I mean, you can tell the AI wrote it, which obviously that's how the game works. But it writes in such a way that it's hard to follow a bit. It uses just a lot of words. I don't know how to describe it. Okay. Ghostwriter liked the story. There we go. Ordinary day, miraculous recovery. Sickness strikes, cure hits like thunder, short but bright, it wraps neatly. Okay, so we got more than what we need. We got adjective. Just a wild card. Ooh, does that mean we can write our own? Will be replaced by a word of its type when creating a chapter. Okay. Fame is expensive. I'll require more ichor and tarot cards are great for this. Acquire this one. It's 25 when playing a dark word. Okay. Change the meaning of your words. Upgrade your words or your fortune. Okay. Adds the following upgrade to word. Triggers twice for every effect. Let's just double the money for now, I guess. Can we sell them just in case? We can, okay. I don't know how many... Can I check my tarot cards? How do I know if they are uncommon? It doesn't really say, no? Huh. Okay. I'm gonna just do this one, because I do have some light words, I think. The markets. Ghostwriter demands a story with a twist. Okay. These are words. Okay, it's an interesting game for sure. Okay, so we have this one, which we're gonna test for sure. Story with a twist. Okay. Let's think. Okay, did I see curious or not? No. How does this work then? Does it just give me a random something? I guess it just fits into whatever, like, will be good, I guess. Yeah, of its type, so it just will be adjective, okay. Okay, the generous knight. Grenade. How do I use grenade here? I don't want to use stall and angry yet. Actually, no, I can, because I can reorder the chapters. Okay, so let's use adjective here. Actually, no, you cannot, because we need a noun, right? Oh, actually, there we go. Stole a grenade. Why not? To be fair, why not? Might as well. And fled. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'll start to get it now. Greedy. Okay. I have no idea how I'm gonna make it a twist though, actually, I just realized. There's no, like, shopkeeper or something, a word which describes the person who's selling the stuff. Like, I can say angry knight, like, through a potion. For whatever reason. And it charmed everyone. Is that a twist? I'm not sure if that's gonna count as a twist. I mean, we are fine for this one, right? Because we have 300 out of 300 anyway. Oh, merchant. There he is. Okay. Generous merchant. Betrayed the knight. Betrayed is a good word here. And crafted a potion. Oh, actually, okay, this can make sense. I don't know why I did the oh no, because it gave the random one, I think, right? So the angry knight threw the potion and charmed everyone. Okay, so this would be this before this. Okay. And the knight got arrested. On something like that. We have to discard some stuff. Can I discard as many as I want? I can, okay. The merchant fled. The knight got arrested. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay, let's reorder this though. So this would be first. Actually, this doesn't fit. Like, I don't need this actually as a chapter. This is how we submit it, I think. Yeah. Because we don't need to submit all 4, right? So I hope that doesn't make it like very bad story straight away. Elixir of Betrayal. Cloaked in vibrant red, the merchant feigned Kamardir. What? Feigned Kamardir. Smiles masked his intent beneath whispers of twilight. A potion was wrought. The angry knight hurled the potion skyward, shattering stillness. Blue luminescence cast a strange calm, enchanting those beneath. Amid charmed gazes, the merchant's steps faded into shadows. The knight moved swiftly, justice echoing in chains that sealed. I don't like how it describes how he got arrested, for example, I think. Okay, the Ghostwriter did like the story. The so-called generous merchant's sudden treachery serves as an unexpected twist. Nice. Okay, okay. You unlocked a new writing style for Ghostwriter, okay. And you got angry to our lexicon. I feel like no matter what, you don't skip the words. Like, there's no point skipping them. Okay, let's try these. When played, 25% to get 50. And apply it to Fled Knight. Hunt when a chapter is created. Let's use it on the Knight. Okay. Actually, what are these? +1 per light. +8 when publishing a book, but discards 2. 100 for every $10 you have when publishing. No, let's do this one and see what we get here. When used in story, plus 10 chance the critics will like your story. Okay. Adds the following upgrade to a word when played. Plus 5. When played at... Oh, okay, so it's just upgrades. I mean, this is always gonna get used. This is just a free adjective. So I think this one and this one. Probably the safest to do. Okay, so we have the banker. It's time to collect what is due. Or... So here's a specific dark chapter. So 3 dark words. Deserve better leadership. Ooh. Okay, I think this one's gonna be a bit easier to do. Okay. Goons, beggar, banker, hired. Okay, I see. Demands the story to have a bad outcome for the goons. Okay. Okay. Banker hired beggar to intimidate the goons. Actually, that doesn't make... It's not gonna make sense later on. If I press this, this gets redone, right? I don't keep this, so... I hired a knight, maybe. Like a strong knight, whatever. Something knight. Without the beggar. Okay, that can be one chapter, that's fine. Not... Why greedy? What? Why? Not a greedy knight, bro. Oh, because it does random from this. Probably pool of words, I think. Oh no. Okay. Bank hired the greedy knight. The knight... paid the beggar. That's something like that. Oh, charm the beggar. I'm trying to think, like, I need something with the goons, right? Demands the story to have a bad outcome for the goons. Or we can do something like he paid the greedy beggar but then got angry and... I don't know. Intimidated the goons or something. I don't know. Very hard to do, actually. Okay, we have 2 more. The knights intimidated the goons. Actually, I think we need to discard some. We don't need banker at the moment. Don't need charmed. We don't need fled. Okay, let's discard these, I think. Knight fought the goons. Yeah, goons owed money to the knight and fought. Let's use this knight because it's the better version. This makes no sense. It makes sense, but it's like so wacky. Like, okay. Okay, they fought bravely. The knight scolded the goons. Something knight. And then paid the banker. Scolded the goons and paid the banker, okay. Actually, it doesn't make sense to pay the banker here. Now that I think about it. Wait, can we do... Discard these. Angry Knight, there we go. Scolded the greedy goons. That's the best I can do really here, I think. And paid to the beggar. And paid the beggar, yeah. We can make the something beggar. Okay. Enraged beggar. Jesus. Okay, but I think we probably hit what we needed, I would say. Okay, so let's say, yeah, the banker hired him. And then... I mean, this and this is almost the same. I think we're gonna do like this, not use the fourth one. So the banker hired the greedy knight. The goons owed money to the knight. So it's like... It's all about money. The story is all about money, really. The angry knight scolded the greedy goons and paid the enraged beggar. Which, the last part is like, what? Oh. I mean, I can... it kind of says the same thing. The angry knight paid the enraged beggar. With just the greedy goons added, but the story have to end, right? With the bad outcome for the goons. So we're gonna keep it at 3, I think. Okay, let's see. The greedy knight. Fingers trembled as the contract changed hands. The knight's gleaming armor seemed to darken as the banker's sinister grin flickered in the dim torchlight. The knight faced the depth-ridden goons beneath the wanting moon. The night echoes with their harsh cries as steel clashed with desperation. Rage burned within the knight's eyes as he berated the cowering goons. Their greed laid bare. The air throbbed with tension as he paid the beggar, whose hollow eyes reflected an eternal void. Jesus. I'm not sure if that's... okay. He liked it. Books are scolded and humiliated, yeah. It's not actually... when you understand the game, it's actually not hard to hit this, I think. Although critics have to like it as well, I suppose, for the continuity and stuff. Okay, we got greedy. Add tarot cards. Okay. Then count it again. I think this one. Okay, let's check this. After 1 stories, the critic's light transformed it into a random red tarot card. Ooh. That's gonna be easy to do. I feel like I understand how to make the critics like the thing. You actually have to make a coherent story, basically. Okay, the witch or the castle? 4 dark, 2 light, 5 magical. That's a lot. Ghostwriter demands a story with sinister vibes. Specific dark chapter. Let's try this one. I wanna try this one. Okay, we get a lot of these symbols though. It's fine. Okay. Specific dark chapter. Okay, so that was the automatic chapter, right? The words transformed into knives that stabbed his trembling heart. Okay. And knight fought angry witch. The ugly witch. And the witch... and the potion throw... no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so this basically has to be in the story. That's all it says, okay. So this can be second after this. Maybe without this part. Did I use this? Okay, sure. Something knight fought the angry, ugly witch. So we can say the words transformed into knives that stabbed his trembling heart as a second thing. Can we oh, we can reorder here, okay. Knight drank the potion. Okay, I think we're gonna get rid of this. Oops, should be Knight drank the potion, which looked like a frog. I mean, sure, but that would be better than the Knight drank the potion and looked like the voodoo doll. Oh, it says now and looked like the voodoo, so him looking like voodoo doll. Okay, let's do that. Okay. And the rest was history. Wow, what an ending. The witch hated the Frog Knight. The frog and the knight. No, just the knight, because he's the frog. Why does it have to be like this? Like, and she charmed him. Like, okay, I guess because it would have to be charming if I wanted to do what I want to do. Okay, let's change these. There's transformed into, bro. The knight transformed into the witch. Cursed witch. Oh, the cursed knight, actually. Wait, what? Why is this, like, not correct? To love the witch? Too much action weakens the soul. Max 2 verbs. Okay. Okay, we can do this though. I don't know why that's the case, but okay. But this makes sense at least. Okay, let's do that one. So do we get one more or do we get 5? Okay, so... Okay, we do, okay. So the enraged knight fought the angry ugly witch. Her words transformed into knives that stabbed his trembling heart. So that's like a fight happening. Then the knight drank the potion and looked like the voodoo doll, which transformed him into the cursed witch. Okay. We don't have a witch, a single word witch. Okay, maybe the knight fled. Yeah, let's discard these, I think. Oh, the knight looked like the ugly witch and fled. What? The knight looked like the ugly witch, but the ugly witch fled. No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, this says exactly the same thing as this, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, actually, we can make it because it stabbed his trembling heart, so we can do the ugly witch stabbed the knight. Even though, yeah, again, it says kind of the same thing, but... We need to use that one, right? I think that was this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so no matter what, we have to use this one. Okay. So the enraged knight fought the angry ugly witch. Her words transformed into knives that stabbed his trembling heart. Oh, like this maybe. The knight drank the potion and looked like the voodoo doll. The ugly witch stabbed the knight then. Then the knight transformed into the cursed witch. Okay, this makes sense actually. Like, this sort of makes sense. We can do that. Let's see what the Ghostwriter cooked. First transformations. Roaring with unbridled fury, the battle between the knight and the witch painted a scene of timeless enmity. As if commanded by dark sorcery, her words became knives, twisting within the crevices of his heart. The weight of despair threatened to engulf his very essence. With a hesitant sip, the knight's reflection twisted grotesquely, morphing into a mockery of his valor. A voodoo doll with puncture wounds where pride once stood. The silver dagger plunged, echoing with the melancholic clangor of betrayed steel. The witch's action sealed the knight's fate. The once noble knight, shrouded now in the visage of the hated witch, felt the oppressive curse constricting his soul, destiny rewritten by ancient powers, abhorred by all. By the way, English is not my first language, so if I cannot read some of these words, I'm sorry. Because it uses very difficult words, to be fair. Okay, so it worked. Seems like. Gallant warriors, hexed elixir nightmare. Also this transformed. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay. We can sure we can use that. Why not? The word displayed, word chosen and creating chapters. Chapter from the past stories. I'm not sure if that's good actually. Oh, there's no space. Okay. Okay, we can keep it like this. We can buy those, I think. As the following. Okay. I think let's get gold so we can buy more of this. When used in the story, 10% chance Ghost Strike terrible like. I wonder how the chance works, actually, because I pretty much have no upgrades to that, and I'm getting the Ghostwriter and critics to like the story, so. Okay, we can use that one. Okay, reroll. Oh, it only rerolls these. I thought the top one also will reroll. Okay, that's fine. Adds 2 discards. Chapter also appears in this image, then count it again 2 times. Okay. I want something like very strong, just to make sure I win the run. Just 100, but 1 less chapter. Oh, this one's good actually. Okay, we can wait. Yeah, we can sell this one and get this one. Okay. So that's the book 6, The Enchanted Forest. Too dark, too light, too magical setting. Elves and centaurs live in this magical place. Specific dark chapter and demands a happily ever after ending. Okay. So celebrated must be used and danced at the end, pretty much. And we get something written for us. And so darkness prevailed. That sounds like the ending, bro. Like, that's not good. Okay. The greedy elf charmed the knight. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna make so the darkness prevailed. Although this looks actually good, like positive, but I don't think we can. do much. Okay, the knight. Okay, the angry knight shot the elf and fled. Wait, what's this? Changes into a random sentence when drawn can be played. Each star in the sky felt like a silent omen guiding his course. I don't like that you cannot mix it with others, actually. Because this would be good sentence if I could use other words. Wouldn't be bad at all. Okay. So like this. The order is like this. Okay. Elf enchanted the knight. Can we do that? Okay, enchanted elf. Wait, the elf danced under the enchanted tree or something. Enchanted tree, there we go. The elf danced near the enchanted tree. Okay. Actually, we should make it night. Tree in the forest, good. Okay, that's good. We can add the random one as well. I'm not sure if the random one's actually good here, because it's like, if it gives us like something which doesn't make sense, I'm not sure if that like gets detected. But okay, let's try it. Yeah, okay. Okay, he danced under the enchanted tree in the forest. And we need to make it a good ending. Troll? We get it now? Okay. Okay, we need to get the good ones. So the knight transformed into an elf. Actually, we can do that. Let's just take everything else away. Make it the best sentence possible. So the knight transformed into the elf and celebrated. Something like that. Let's see what else we can get. Because these are not that great either. There we go. There we go. An enchanted elf. And danced. Can we not do both? Let's keep it celebrated then. This is happily ever after ending. This also kind of doesn't make sense to some degree, but yeah, let's keep it like that. I mean, I cannot make anything better, I don't think. Okay. Wait, this doesn't have to be chapter 1, right? Okay, there we go. So the... Okay, so this is the last, right? The greedy elf charmed the knights. Then the knight shot the elf and fled. Darkness prevailed. But then the enraged knight danced by the enchanted tree in the forest and he turned into the elf and celebrated. Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, that's wild. But I think that's good. Should do the job, I think. The enchanted forest. Elf's verdant eyes glowed with golden allure, ensnaring the knight in a dance of whispers and hidden desires. With fury kindling his spirit, the knight's bow sank violently, an arrow piercing the twilight air as he turned. Thus did the oppressive shadows breathe once more, wrapping the forest in a veil of eternal midnight. The knife's rage, unspent, he spun beneath eldritch bots that hummed with forgotten magic and secrets unresolved. Beneath the prophetic sky, the forest witnessed as his form melded into the elves. A transformation celebrated and wild jubilation around the flickering fire. Hey yo, this actually slaps. Actually good story. Loki. What? No, he did not like it. Why? What? Elia Darkness demands happily ever after ending. Elia Darkness overshadows the final cheer. Yeah, but I had to use it, bro. And in the end, he celebrated it. Oh, man. Bro, I could not... You gave me that actual chapter, bro. I could not skip it. You've achieved fame. Seek a new contract. New writing style for Ghostwriter. Okay. There was 6 books. Okay, and then we have British Absurdist. Okay, so we have a lot of styles then as well. Okay. So that was Ghostwriter's Pact. Interesting game, for sure. So now the question is, I'm sure some people will be like, oh, but it's AI and imagery is AI as well, and it's like all just AI slop, but I don't see it this way, actually. I think this game is actually fun. And yeah, sure, you could say that AI takes away from it when it comes, at least in visuals, right? Because for writing, it needs to be AI to make it work, right? Like, that's the whole idea of it. You cannot possibly make it manually to check the stories, right? But I also don't think... I guess maybe visuals could be somewhat related, but it also wouldn't work that well either. So, I personally don't have problem with this being like AI game. I know some people will, and I don't play AI games, like games made with AI, but that comes to... that's about the visuals, usually. So for example, a developer makes his whole game, just all the visuals are made in AI, but in this case, it kind of needs to be done. Or you can just not have visuals, but I don't think that would help the game either. So I would say the main thing is if you are okay with it being AI or not, basically. Because if you are okay, like me, I would say it's a decent game, actually. Of course, I think the tutorial should be a little bit more clear, because I didn't even know you can reorder the words. I thought it's just you select which words you want to use, and then the game makes its own sentences, actually. Maybe I misunderstood at the beginning, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was my, like... I realized only a bit later on. I still think it's a... I like that there's different writing styles, right? So there's actually quite a lot of them. I'm wondering about the game difficulty, because all you have to do is essentially just make coherent sentences and fulfill the need that is being said by the ghostwriter, I would say. That's like the main 2 things you do, and then if you have good enough tarot cards, then you will pass, right? So I think it's... there's not much customability in tarot cards, for example, or like your build, let's say. So if someone is like a hardcore fan of roguelike deck builders, I think this might not be it for them. I think this game is mostly just fun of seeing the stories being written by the ghostwriter, right, at the end and stuff like that, and like, oh, like the ridiculous story that you make in your head to make the story coherent, or hope to be coherent, right, for the game. So it's a decent game. Like, I had fun with it, and I wonder, you know, how it's gonna look when it's finished, like how it's gonna work, how people are gonna take it. So yeah, I'm happy with what I've seen here, and I guess we just wait for full game. So I'm Indy. That was Ghostwriter's Pact demo. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, like, subscription. Helps the channel grow. I would really appreciate it. You can support me on my Ko-fi page down below as well. I would appreciate that a lot as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.